So today I'm going to talk about the 2018 AP Microeconomics FRQ. The question is here. The first one is the important things is the lack of effective substitute gives single cinema monopoly power in small town, which means we need to draw the monopoly graph because it says the single cinema is a lack of effective substitute. So which means it's only one firm. And the monopoly also is one firm, so we need to draw the monopoly graph. And it's a profit maximizing firm and also operate at a negative economic profit in the short run. So the A is draw a correctly labeled graph for a single cinema and show each of the following. So the first is the profit maximizing price and quantity of tickets labeled as PM and QM. So here's a graph of the monopoly firm, and so first step is we need to know marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, and is maximization profit. So we need to draw the point between the MC and MR, so it's here. And the second step is to the demand. So it's here. So therefore we can got the QM and the PM. And now we finish the first part, and the second is we need to show the negative economic profit and shade it completely. So so the third step is to ATC. So it's here. So here is the negative. So here is the negative economic profit. Also, the one things we need to know, the area of here is the positive profit. If the cost is set here, then point here, and this area will be the positive profit. Now let's look at the part B. We need to explain why single cinema continues to operate in the short run despite earning negative economic profit in the short run. So the answer will be, in fact, as long as a single cinema pays its fixed cost and cannot be at a short-term point, it can continue to operate. So first we need to know that the price is equal to minimum average cost that will be short-term point. But if the price greater than minimum average cost, that will not be the short-term point. And let's think this way. That when we want to open a cafe, we have to pay the rent of $500 every month, regardless of the business or whether we produce products. If we start business, we will basically lose money in $100 for 1 month. But in this case, we still have to pay the fixed cost of $400. If we choose to shut down, we will own the $500. Therefore, as long as we remain open, even if we lose money, we can at least make up for the fixed cost. So that's the answer for part B. Would single cinema total revenue increase, decrease, or stay at the same if decide to sell one fewer tickets than the QM? So explain. So here is a graph is same as the A, and it says the sell one fewer ticket than the QM, so QM will drop. So is here. The first point is in the MC, and the second point is here, MR, and to the demand. So as you can see, the price will increase and demand will decrease. The explain of this question is, we need to know is that if the quantity of the single product is reduced by 1, the price will also increase. This is because the monopolist will only produce in the elastic segment of the demand curve. Therefore, the increase in the price means that the total income will decrease. So this is the answer for C. Now look at the last one. So it's a single sigma. Here's a worker in a perfectly competitive labor market with a downward sloping demand curve. Suppose the number of workers available in the market decreases. The first is asked what will happen to the wage rate. So here is a graph, so I will go through it. So this is the supply, and this is the demand. And point here, go down, we can get the quantity of labor. And also go here, we can get the wage. And then it says the workers available in the market decreases, so the supply curve will move here. So the point here and goes down, got the quantity and the wage here. So the wage is increase and the supply is decrease. So which is the quantity will decrease. So the first question is what happened to the wage rate. First, the number of workers will decrease. And then the supply of labor will decrease. So that is the wage will increase. So this is the answer for first part. So the last one is what will happen to the marginal revenue product of the last worker here. So explain. So the first we need to know is the MRP is equal to MP times PG, which is the marginal product times the price of the goods sold. And every worker's MP will decrease because more workers join in the fixed capital, which is equal to the diminishing marginal returns. The difference is that everyone who has not been hired or fired will have an MRP employed. And here, this two is the workers has a higher MP and therefore a higher MRP. So that's all for the this part.